world, what is up? Jim Cyril and Tanya Klein here from Coverage Inc., the leader in screenplay analysis, development, and editing services for over 20 years. What's up, Tanya Klein?
How are you, Jim?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. What are we talking about today?
Well, today we just wanted to do a quick video because we often get this question, which is, how do I know that my script is ready to send out?
Oh,
And well, first of all, let's say that's a very good question because the problem really is that a lot of people don't ask this question. I mean, let's face it, we've all been in this situation. We finished a draft, we're very excited, we can't wait to share it with the world. And then people go, oh, yeah, okay, thanks, yeah, okay. Um, Look, if you have someone to read your script, you only have one chance to make a first impression. Make sure it's a good one. You do not want to be the person who sends out a script that's not ready and someone going, well, they can't write. When the truth is, yes, no, they can write, but they just did not take the time to develop their script. And no, your grandmother saying is great does not count.
here's the thing. This is a universal truism. None of us have the ability to determine how good we are at anything. I mean, we might have a sense deep down inside, and maybe, if you put a lot of work into something, you'll sort of be able to tell your level in a general way. But as a screenwriter, for example, or any other creative pursuit, you don't really know. You need independent third party validation. And one way that you can get that is by getting opinions from friends, from your writers group, from your professor at university, who you're still in contact with. You are still in contact with your professors from your writing professors, right? You should be. And of course, there are services like these guys. Uh, that's what we do. Now, look, I don't want to turn this into an ad for Coverage Inc. This is just, it's one way to get feedback to know how close to the bar you really are, how close to target you really are, and we'll tell you, and any other coverage service will tell you basically, if you're there or if you're not there, and if you're not there, don't send it out. Do the work. Do more drafts. It may take 20 drafts or more. Look, some of us, that's our process. We have to just keep doing draft after draft. How many drafts did To Your Last Death take
Okay,
before
so
you got
that
it?
was our last movie that came out in 2020.
Yeah.
I think, were at like 25 drafts before we got to consider. Um,
27. 27.
27. And and you know, that is really more often the norm than not. I like to tell the story of Get Out, because apparently Get Out, huge success, if you remember. And the creator said, well, yeah, it took, what was it, 38 drafts? That was and I didn't even come up with the big twist until draft 18 or something. So that, again, often happens. That is normal because often we get people who get frustrated because, well, but I did the notes and I'm already on my third or fourth draft and I don't understand.
Yeah.
Okay, so here are a few things. Number one, knowing how to take notes and implement notes is a skill in and of itself. You need to actually learn how to do that. And often we think that we have addressed the notes when in fact we have not, because just adding a line here most of the time isn't going to do it. You might have to rethink the entire act or
Yeah.
the entire structure or the protagonist's arc. So just adding a line is not going to do the trick. So again, don't get frustrated. It's normal.
Yeah, it's a lot of trial and error until you get to the point, and sometimes even after that, where you just sort of innately know what works and what doesn't work because, you've been doing this for 20 years. And even then. But yeah, like yeah, I think it was like, yeah, like Tanya said, like draft 18 or something before they found the twist in Get Out. It was, I think, draft 14 of To Your Last Death when we realized our act three just needs to go. And we junked the entirety, and this is what we'd been building to. The whole story was how, I mean, we still, the payoff, the very end stayed the same, but we threw it out and rethought the whole thing, and all of a sudden that's when it started to work. And we still didn't get the actual consider until draft 27. That process took us over a year and a half. Um, the script that we have in development with another producer right now, that took about 20 drafts,
Yeah.
working over a year with weekly Zoom meetings with this person. And by the way, the draft that we sent to that producer had already won a contest before we even sent it to him. So we already knew it was in a pretty good place. Could it be better? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. That year of working with that producer made the script infinitesimally better. There's always more that can be done. You can always be better. So, how do you know when a draft is ready to go? Independent third party validation is one of the key ways.
Yeah, and so what is that? For example, you're in your writers group and you've been working on this script, and your fellow writers say, "Hey, this is really great. I think you should do something with this." Or, "Hey, I can
Right.
help you do something with it." Or,
Yes.
"Hey, I can pass it on to somebody."
Yes. Oh my God. Okay. So yeah, that's a key thing. When friends or industry people in particular, but anybody who volunteers to help you, then you know you've got the goods, right? Because lots of times people will not be honest with you, especially good friends, family. They don't want to hurt your feelings. They want to encourage you. And maybe the script is okay and something's not quite right and they can't put their finger on what it is. Maybe they don't know how to do that. So they just say, no, it was great. It was fantastic. I loved it. It was really good. And that's as far as it goes. But when those same people are like, hey, I know this woman. She's a development executive. Would you mind if I send this to her? Yeah, then that they're telling you the truth. Okay.
Yes. And other ways, of course, to know is you get consistent considers, you do very well in contests. So those are all metrics that you can use. But the bottom line is we all usually think the script is ready way before it is. So here's the reason why you do not want to send out a script too early. You want to put your best foot forward. You want people to read what you send them and go, wow, this person knows how to write. And even if I cannot do anything with this material, I remember that this person knows how to write, and I'll file that away for future use.
Right. So here's a key thing. You know, um, there's something like 30 or 50,000 scripts per year that get registered with the WGA West. That is a lot of writers who are trying to do the same thing that you're doing, trying to get the attention of a very limited pool of producers and managers. I'm not going to even include agents in that because we have another video about that. Forget getting the attention of agents when you're an emerging writer. But whatever producers and managers that read, that make movies, let's say it's a couple hundred of them. I don't know the exact number, but you get the point, right? The odds are very much against you. And the scripts that these people deign to read, most of them are not going to be there. All right. A few of them will be crap. The vast majority will be mediocre, right? That's mostly what we see here at Coverage Inc. It's not that scripts suck, it's that, well, there's something good here, but more development needs to be done, which is where the whole 20 something drafts thing comes in, right? So if you can be the one whose script lands on their desk like a bomb and they open it up and they see that voice on page one, they go, oh, hello. I mean, maybe this is a little bit more of an ego thing, but that's what I want when people read my scripts. I want them to go, "Oh yeah, this guy," right? Or these you if you make that impression in them, you immediately stand out from the masses. Masses go away. Then it's just about you and the producer or you and the manager, and that's a beautiful thing. All right? That's what you should aspire to. And the only way to get there is to make sure that your script kicks ass. Once you know it kicks ass because people are telling you that it does, not you telling you, other people are telling you, then go for it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much
Put
it.
your best foot forward.
Put your best foot forward. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you liked this video. If you do, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because we drop a couple different videos every week, and you may find more that you actually get something out of. And please share this video with friends that you think might benefit from it. Thanks for watching. And if people have any questions for us, what should they do, Tanya?
Email us at info@coverageinc.com.
Thanks for watching, people. Peace out and keep the faith.